2, 1. Hi everybody, and welcome to Project Zero, making your digital art portfolio. In computer science this year, we are doing things a little different. All the things you make, all the awesome visual artifacts and games, we are going to be putting them in a single place, and that is your design art portfolio. A fun first day or two where you are going to be making a custom bio page where you say a little bit about yourself. Right here on the example slide that I'll be sharing with you, you just want to delete what I put down here, and then you're going to be replacing it with your own. If you want to change the text, you can select it and type it in. You can move these around, you can change the colors, you can delete them, you can remake them. For this first assignment, we are going to be using Google Images. We are going to be using Giphy to bring in GIFs. Then we are going to use Cool Text and Text Anim to make animated text and text to bring in for your titles. And I just want to show you a few examples of that before showing you how to do it. For Deshaun's portfolio here, he kind of changed the color, started bringing in all his work. I think this is kind of like the basic setup. You could do a lot more, and I want to show you some examples. In this next one, this bio page, bringing in GIFs, a lot of information, and super stylish. This one, the first page, your splash page, title page, looks really good. There's a lot going on, but it looks super stylish. Notice the backgrounds are all different colors. She's thinking about how those colors interact. This one, I like this bio page. It's got a lot of GIFs that are really hilarious. On this one, super stylish first page, just how those GIFs are, and she's writing over the GIFs in that. This one's tons and tons of different GIFs, multiple pages, looks great. Similar here. Some of them are a little more stylish. I really like the kind of marble and the consistency between the colors that are being used in this. It's got this kind of white and gray theme. This one, I think that Evelyn used a text generator that I don't know where she got some of that text from, but it looks great. And then she layered a moving GIF in the background, which is fantastic. And then this is just one of my favorite portfolios from last year. I just want to show this off. Just see how all the GIFs are interacting. Notice the little flourish GIFs that she has kind of pointing to her work. Showing off all that work, having some really cool effects. Anyway, these are some examples of some students who really knocked it out of the park first trimester. And for this first day, just experiment. We're kind of having fun. It's not too serious. Just do your best to create your bio where you say a little bit about yourself and your title page. On to part one. This is going to be pretty easy. So using Google Images, you could just type something in Google Images and drag and drop that picture in. I just typed in Design Flourish. I'm going to go to Tools, Color Transparent. That's going to give me things that are transparent. If I open up and let it load, you'll notice those white and gray boxes. That means it's invisible, so it works really well. I can take this and I'm just going to drag and drop it onto, I'm going to keep the left mouse button held down, and then I'm going to drag and drop it onto my Google slide. And then it's just going to pop right in. Then if I wanted to kind of put that up in the corner, add a sort of design, I could do that. If I have that design or image selected, I can also do Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. And then I can start to rotate that around using the blue dot if I wanted to combine them. So you can copy and paste to make a lot of different kind of stylish additions if you want to. It's as easy as you got a left click to open it up here, you let it load, and you just drag and drop it over to your slide, and you can drag in any photo. I'm going to jump over to Giphy, and Giphy will be actually working the same way. So you can bring in those normal GIFs like you saw in the examples, or you can click over to stickers. Stickers are GIFs with transparency. So if I wanted to, I can open up some categories in the stickers category. If I want to get my little squirrel bro here, I'm going to left click to open it and then drag it up, drag it over, and I can drop it down. If I don't want it, maybe I want it on the second page, I can Control X to cut, go to that second page, Control V to paste. I can also resize. If you hold down Shift, when you resize, that'll make sure it preserves your aspect ratio, and I can copy and paste if I want to. If I right click, I can also make it flip around if I wanted to create some symmetry. So I'm going to right click and then rotate and flip horizontally. So now I've got two squirrels on each side. You're going to come back to your portfolio a lot and change a bunch of things. So the last two things that I want to show off are using Cool Text and using Text Anim to bring in text. So right here, you notice if I zoom in, you see that's moving a little bit here. That's because it is a GIF. How you generate that GIF is you go to Text Anim, and I can type in my name. I'm going to set my font all the way up, and then for background color, click No. That'll give it an invisible background. Then I can pick any texture or color that I like here. There's kind of like the matrix one right down there. And if I click Preview, that'll show me all the different fonts that Text Anim will let you to use. Kind of matrixy font. I'm going to click Generate. That's going to pop up. Now with Cool Text, you can't drag and drop, and with Text Anim, you have to save. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to save that image as. and I'm going to navigate to Xero Computer Science Studio. Just like you set it up in that first project, if you haven't set up your saving and your files on Google Drive, go back and do it now. Then I'm going to right click, new folder, and I'm going to name that folder Project Xero Art Portfolio. Double click in there and make sure you save everything for your portfolio in that folder so you know where it is. It's as easy as once I jumped over, so I went to I'm going to make sure I'm on my select tool. I'm going to click My, and I'm going to replace that. How you delete something is you have to left click the blue bar, and then you can press delete on the keyboard or right click cut. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it from down here, that GIF I just made. I'm going to bring it in here and turn it around. I can resize it, I can turn it around, but now I've added my GIF in there. So that's how you make GIF text if you want to. And then jumping back over to Cool Text, you can see some of the text I already made here. So I go into Cool Text. I can pick any of these different texts. Some of the GIF ones will not be transparent. That's the only bad thing about the GIF text in Cool Text. So what I can do, I'm going to set my text. I'm going to call Project 1. I'm going to set my font up to at least 150. You can try to make it bigger. The bigger the better, basically. And then when I click up here, it's loading. I want to let it load. I'm going to click logo to change the color, so I could change the gradient. You can mess around with a lot of the settings for these. I kind of like the golden one, so I'll get that. I really like the way that looks. I'm going to right click and I'm going to save image as. Do not click create logo. That will add advertisements to your computer. Then when it's down here, what will I do? I can just drag and drop it in. I can click this one. I'll delete that. Make this shrink it down so you can start to set up all your text. If you want to do Project 1 computer background, cell phone background, you could add that. How you make a new one here, if you right click on your slide, I can duplicate slide and then I could select everything and delete it. So if you wanted to set it up and do Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, you could do that now. But yeah, basically just write your bio, bring in a bunch of photos and GIFs of stuff that you love, and have a good time. This is pretty easy. I'm really excited to read through the portfolios and learn a little bit more about you. Okay. Have a good one. Peace.